Alright, good morning guys. Hope you've had a great first few days back here for the 2013-14 school year. I shared with you yesterday that you would be hearing more about Mega Lunch. Now, I'm going to walk you through some things in this video. I know Adobe News also has a Mega Lunch video. We're trying to get you all the information possible because Mega Lunch starts next Tuesday when we come back from Labor Day holiday. So we'll make sure that you have everything that you need to make this successful. So make sure that you pay attention throughout this video as well as what Adobe News is going to be showing you on Mega Lunch, a new initiative here at Adobe High School. Alright, Mega Lunch is going to be one lunch for the entire campus, all students, all teachers, all administrators. It's going to be a 55-minute block of time between 4th and 5th period. There will be two parts of Mega Lunch. There will be an A and a B part. And this, of course, is for tutorials and club purposes. Adobe will remain a closed campus. That means you will not be allowed to leave off campus for lunch. We will have satellite food locations in both the gym and auditorium hallway concession stands. Okay guys, we're going to have close to 3,800 students this year at Adobe High School, if not more. So obviously we can't feed everyone in the cafeteria at one time. We can't house everyone in the cafeteria at one time, so we really had to open our minds on what we wanted to do here. We're going to have two different satellite locations besides what's going to be served in the cafeteria. I'm in front of one of them right now, which is the concession stand in the gym hallway down by the gym and cosmetology area. We're also going to have a satellite location in the fine arts wing in the auditorium concession stand. They're going to be selling salads and burritos and chicken smackers and those sort of things. So you'll be able to access food from there. As far as seating, obviously we don't have enough seats for 3,800. Hopefully you'll be able to get your food, either A lunch or B lunch, and make your way either to the cafeteria. Outside we'll be opening up the hallways and the academic hallways, to sit and have lunch there. There may be seating, there may not be seating. That's really your choice. There'll be certain teachers that if you're going in for tutoring are going to allow you to have food in their class. Others will not. They'll share that information with you. We'll have signs posted in the classroom, much like the cell phones, where it says food allowed or food not allowed. Make sure you make that information ready for you and understand that you need to plan around that. If you know that teacher doesn't allow food in there, eat your food and then go in for tutoring. One thing I do ask is that you throw your trash away. There's no way that Mega Lunch will happen, will be successful if you leave trash in the hallways, if you leave trash in the classrooms, that sort of thing. There'll be trash cans all up and down hallways. Make sure you throw your trash away. That's going to be a huge piece to ensuring that Mega Lunch is successful. So again, you got to do some planning, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I wanted to share with you there's two different satellite locations in which you can get food and plenty of seating all throughout the campus. Locker rooms, parking lots, stairwells. Now you can use the stairwells to access the bottom or top floor, but you can't just hang out here on the steps. You either got to be in the hallway upstairs or downstairs. The dark hallways on either side of the library. The library. Now you can come in during lunchtime and get homework done or research done or read books or anything like that. It's open. You just can't bring your food in here. Alright, I'm here in the gym, and you're probably wondering, why is he in the gym during Mega Lunch? Well, we're implementing a new deal this year for behavior consequences. You get write-ups, you get charties. There's going to be lunch detention. We're going to implement lunch detention this year. And what that means is, when you're assigned lunch detention, as soon as that bell rings for lunch to begin, you'll make your way into the gymnasium. They'll check you in, and you'll be in the gym sitting quietly, not talking. You can bring a book, you can bring work to work on, but you'll have lunch detention for the entire lunch period. You'll be provided an opportunity at the end of lunch detention to go out into the concession stand out in the hallway, get the lunch that you need right before lunch is over with. So, new thing that we're utilizing. I don't expect to use it a lot because I expect you to do what you're supposed to do. That 55 minutes is going to be a time in which you're going to want to be able to be in your clubs. You're going to want to be able to be with your friends. You're going to want to be able to be around those that you like to be around and talk and stuff. Lunch detention, of course, is going to take that away. So I want to make sure that everyone is aware that we will be implementing lunch detention this year, and it will be a time in which you'll come again to the gym. You'll sit in the gym the entire period for lunch without any talking. Again, you can bring a book or something to read, and of course you'll be released right before lunch to get you some lunch before fifth period starts. So make sure that you're doing everything you're supposed to do to stay out of lunch detention. All right, you can take this time to go into tutoring. Each of your teachers are going to have 3 specific days that they'll be offering tutoring that you can go in if you need that specific teacher, or if you just need help in biology. It doesn't matter what the teacher is. There is always going to be that content teacher available every day, every lunch. So there'll be someone available to provide you the help that you need. You can also go in for makeup work. If you've got something missing, go in, take care of that. Makeup work, retesting. If you failed a test and your teacher's allowing you to retest, you can do that during mega lunch time. Just get with that teacher, work that situation out. So there's a lot of things that you can do academically during this time. There should be no excuses. I hear it all the time. Well, I've got to go home. I've got a job. I've got to be home to pick my little brother, little sister up at the bus stop. We understand all that. That's why we're providing this time during mega lunch for you to get the tutoring you need, to get the extra help that you need, to get into those classrooms, do that makeup work, that makeup exam, that retest, whatever the case may be. Utilize mega lunch, all right? There's got to be a part of time management on your part to really look and see what your week looks like and plan your schedule out. We'll talk a little bit more about that right now. All right, so we've talked about what you need to do during mega lunch time. Of course, clubs are always an option. We'll be showing you a list of clubs. There'll be posters all over the school, clubs by day, so you can look and see what club you want to attend on what day and what lunch. So those are also options. Of course, the library is always open for you to go in and do your research. Now, you can't bring food in there, but you can go in there, do your research, do your homework, that sort of thing. So there's lots of things to do. But now what it's going to take, and what we hinted on there at the last segment, was time management. Each of you are going to get a card that looks exactly like this. All right, so we want you to take this card, and as you can see, there's 2 boxes for each day. Now, one of those boxes should be filled with lunch because you're going to need lunch some point. The other box, we want you to take the time to really sit down and think. Do I need to go into tutoring? Which tutoring do I need to go into? Math, science, social studies, English, so forth, fine arts, electives, whatever it is. Do I need to go in and do makeup work? Do I need to go in and make up a test or retest? You need to write these things in. If it's a club, what club are you going to? What club is that day? What day is that club offered? And which lunch on that day is that club offered? So it's really going to take a little bit of effort on your part to manage your time, to plan your week out, and determine what's going on. One thing that's not acceptable is just walking around. We're not going to allow you to just walk all over this 500,000 square foot building for an entire hour. You're going to need to find a place and have a seat, all right? Eat your lunch. Go to tutoring, find you a niche. But if we see you come by 2 or 3 times, we're going to help find you a place to be, all right? This is not a time to walk around. It's a time to focus, to enjoy the clubs, to enjoy the organization, to get the extra help you need, and to have time with your friends during this time. So take advantage of it. Make sure that you manage that time well. All right, so there are just some logistics about Mega Lunch. I know W News is going to be also showing you some stuff. We want to make sure that we get all the information to you guys, because next Tuesday we roll out Mega Lunch, and I think it's going to be an awesome thing. I will tell you that the principals, the counselors, the teachers, everyone in this building, every adult in this building is committed for this thing to work, because we truly believe that it's going to be a game changer, that it's going to change the climate and the culture. It's going to provide you opportunities that you've never had before to be successful, and it's built inside the day. So you don't have to worry about coming to school early or staying after school and trying to rearrange your schedule. It's built in during the day. Again, there's certain things that's got to happen. Of course, behavior. We can't be having situations where we have disruptive behavior in the hallways, fights, arguments, that sort of thing. We can't have that during this time. It's not conducive to what we're trying to do. We can't trash the place up. We talked yesterday in the video about respect for the campus and how, this is a beautiful campus and we don't want to trash it up. We don't want to deface it. And so trash is the one way. You got to pick your trash up, throw it away. It's not that hard. to take care of that business. Time management. You've got to be able to manage that time and understand I've got to go to tutoring for this day, and my clubs that I want to be a part of are on these days, and I block that off, and I want lunch on these days. You're going to have to manage your time. And then that last piece is staying focused. It's not roaming around the building free for all for 3,800 students for an hour. No, it's taking care of your business, going to your clubs, your tutoring, going in and retesting, going in and making up work. It's having lunch with your friends in some areas. What I hear all the time is, well, I kind of skipped this period because I wanted to have lunch with my friends or my brother or my sister, whatever the case may be. This provides that opportunity. So we've taken all those parameters off. So I truly believe that this is going to be something that's going to be beneficial for each of you. And like I said, each adult in this building is totally committed to this idea and concept. Now it's up to you guys. You as students here at Dobie High School have to be committed to making this thing work. And the way you do that is just what we talked about. Managing your time, staying focused, keeping the disruptive behavior away, throwing away your trash. These are the things that you need to work on to make sure that Mega Lunch is truly successful and it benefits you. So, you'll hear some more about it. We'll roll this thing out Tuesday. It won't be perfect. There'll be some kinks that we have to fix. But I truly believe that if we do this and we do this right, it's going to make a huge difference, not only as you as individual students, but as a campus as a whole. So I wish you a good rest of the day, and we'll talk soon. Go Horns.